What's up guys, Ballaraz here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing our Benq monitor. It is the GW2480. Like I said, I got this monitor, well, two of them, for $200, so each $100 a piece. Benq is a well-known manufacturer for making good monitors. This is 1080p, 60 Hz, so it's definitely a good monitor for entry-level gaming if you're getting into PC gaming. Like I said, I bought two of them. That is so I can stream on one game and then see my Twitch chat on the other, or if wifey needs access to one of the monitors. Now, getting into the monitor, it comes with one display port, one HDMI port, and one VGA port, I believe. Other than that, it's a pretty basic monitor, but it's got some pretty cool features, to be honest, for $100. Other than that, let's get into the unboxing part of it and see how it comes packaged and what comes in the package. But as I stated before, definitely well worth the price. We will not be looking at like the RGB or anything like that until both monitors are hooked up on the monitor stand. And I said I was going to do a video on the monitor stand, and I will, but it's just going to be real quick and brief. You can kind of see the plates out here, and yeah, we'll do a quick video on that, but it's just going to be going over it because the Vivo dual monitor arm, you can see tons of reviews on how to put it together, but I ran into some hiccups that you might run into, so I'm not really going to do a tutorial on how to build it, but I'm going to show you how it was built, and it's fairly simple. This way you don't have to go through the manual, read all these little details, and find out that you could run into the hiccups I ran into. So without further ado, let's unbox the monitor. Tip this on its side, at an angle, and pull this box out. Oof. Yeek. Probably scared the cats. So, comes with a disc. If you still use one in 2020, then you are a loser. Just kidding. I mean, some people still use it. And your user manual. It does have a warranty, so you might want to keep that. Other than that, you get your average HDMI cable. I don't know if it's 3.0, 3.1, do not know, or is it 4.1? I don't remember anymore, but it comes with your everyday HDMI cable. I have separate ones in the office to where they're able to run up to 4K. Like I said, I used to use my 32-inch monitor. Gonna use that for editing and stuff like that, but this is gonna be for the Twitch stream, so that's why I bought these 1080p monitors. Entry level, super cheap, nice, and actually easy to build. So you got your power supply cable, which I like because it's not a huge brick. It's literally, you plug it into the back and it's a 3-prong plug to your wall. I don't know if you live somewhere else and need a different, plug, but that's okay. This looks like our base, so pretty standard for entry level, stand. It's got this kind of like half cross shape, I guess. You add another side, there's your cross. But it's not big, it's not gaudy, it's not too thick. It's a little bit grainy, but smooth at the same time. Not really leaving fingerprints, so it's really nice. It's definitely light. I can toss it around. I could frisbee the damn thing. Very nice. I don't mind it at all. I don't know if you will. And that's the other cool thing about this monitor, is it's pretty much completely toolless, and we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. but essentially it's toolless, so as described. So let's lay this down. This is going to be your monitor arm. So the monitor arm is also a little bit on the lighter side. I wish it was a little bit heavier, but then again, there's a reason why it's kind of light compared to what you would think for it being this thick. But essentially, all you have to do is slide this baby in, right? So let's unscrew this just a bit. Make sure this goes in all the way. And you're gonna thumb screw tighten it. Boom, that should be good. You know, you could take your everyday screwdriver, give it a little bit more if you really wanted to, but that seemed good enough, right? I mean, simple, easy. So already you have your stand and your arm put together. That quickly, that easily. The packaging, the foam, it's okay, but I don't know. I think they could have done a better job, but maybe it's to save cost. I would have liked to seen, you know, better foam, stuff like that, compared to what I'm used to getting, especially with my 32-inch that was super well protected. Came really nice. It was LG, but this is Benq, so, and it's only $100 compared to like a $550 monitor. So you get what you pay for. Let's pull this out. I'm glad that they provide this, you know, because it protects the screen. I want to keep that off to the side because we may need it later. Actually, I should lay it flat on the table like this, okay? So you see here, no scratches, no scuffs, very slim bezels. Like literally you can't really even tell that there's bezels. So I mean, if you're literally putting them side by side, I mean, you got the bottom bar, but other than that, it's practically bezel-less, and it's very, very slim, I would say, in the aspect of, you know, the width of it. The arch in the back for your vase mount, at first I was a little bit worried about it because I was like, wow, that curve, maybe it's gonna, you know, mess up the vase mount. Turns out when you look like straight down at it, it kind of straightens itself out. And because the monitor didn't come with its own proprietary screws, I was also worried about using the Vivo screws because sometimes you can pierce the PCB and then completely ruin your monitor. Now it comes with this sensor down here at the bottom, so whether you're in low light, dark lighting, it'll adjust the brightness or something like that. I don't know what it's going to be used for, or if I'm going to even use it. To be honest, I could care less about this, but I mean, it's not something bad, but I do like that the front panel right here is labeled with all your media keys. Normally, like on my LG, you have the kind of N64 like controller wheel button where you just punch in, there's your menu, you kind of click over. It's super simple. That's my favorite type of like menu button, but at least these are labeled to see what you're pressing. So that's a plus side. And simple power button, volume up, volume down, input, etc., etc. There's going to be a small piece of like tape-ish type stuff here, and then also here on the back it covers up the Benq logo. So let's get that nice peel off. And other than that, like I said, we're not going to go too in depth on it, but I hope you guys can see this. It's got your display port, your HDMI and your VGA, and it's also got your speaker and headphone jack. So yeah, it's pretty damn good for the price. Like, I mean, most monitors just come with the HDMI and VGA. Now, say this was like 144 hertz or something like that, DisplayPort would come in really, like, it would come in handy really well, because then you could obviously get those extra frames. But because I'm running two monitors, 60 frames per second, streaming at 60 FPS, it's perfectly fine. And like I said, if you're somebody who is new to PC gaming and wants to get into PC gaming, it's definitely worth the buy. Now, to get this jammy all hooked up, you literally just have to slide this in. So I'll try doing it this way, right? Sit down. Sorry you can't see my beautiful face, but boom, that's it. And there you have it. That is the quickest way to build a monitor. Now, if you asked me to do this in 30 seconds, yes, I could do it. But I'm just showing you guys a little bit on how this monitor works and how it's put together. I'm gonna do a review on how the color comes out, because it is an IPS panel. So that means the color should be great. It's got a flicker-free option, which is probably similar to motion blur. I'm assuming that, but this is one thing I really want to point out about this monitor that I think a lot of monitors should definitely come with. And at this price point, sometimes you don't see it. But if we turn this around, right? I'll put it sideways for you guys. But I think you just slide this up. Is it up or down? It's one of the two. Oh, it's from the bottom. So, okay. Take a finger and boom, this comes off. And what this is cable management. So now if I do a complete 180, you can see if you got your cables plugged in under here and they're all running through, you can pass them through here under these little notches. There's some notches here. Maybe they don't go through them. I would put them underneath if they're thin enough. And then they come out right out this back piece. So, I mean, yes, it comes with its own cable management. So this gets a big plus for me, just because I think a lot of monitors and manufacturers should be doing this automatically. Now let's see how hard it is to get back on. Not hard at all. It was very simple. So literally you slide up, boom, run your cables, run it down. So if you don't get a VESA mount with cable management, you now have a 1080p 60 Hz monitor that is IPS and has built-in cable management, and took less than 30 seconds to maybe put all this together. The packaging came pretty well. I like thicker foam, a little bit soft, not too hard, not too stiff, because when it gets knocked around, stiff foam can kind of, you know, ruin your stuff. But this came in great, no scratches, no smudges, nothing from that. It's very light, can obviously pick it up with one arm. One little detail I want to get to, sorry, I am not facing you guys, but so wifey screwdriver, right? I got wifey screwdriver here. There's this little notch back here, right? Oh wait, I can't reach it, right? So let's say, actually I got Allen keys. Yesterday I had to use my iFixit kit. But there's like a little, I don't know what you would call it, a little hole. And you would pop this in, if it works for me. maybe we will need the iFixit kit. Let's see if this one works, or if it's too big. Probably too big. Okay, let's go into the iFixit kit, just because this worked for sure yesterday. So literally grab anything that's circular, I guess, and right, top left, right, and you just pop it in there, and it should release. Be careful, make sure you have a hand on your monitor when you do this, and boom, you pull it out and you're done. So iFixit kit, always nice and handy when you need it, especially when it comes to building PCs, because dropping a screw in a PC case back in the day used to be like, you know, the death logo for GTA, wasted. You'd just be wasted. So other than that, guys, this is the Benq, and it is a very nice monitor. I have to say I'm very happy with it. I think it's gonna work great. I think wifey's gonna enjoy it. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. And once again, we go to the price point for $100. If you are looking for a monitor, it is only 24 inches, so that could be a downside for you, but I've got two of them, so it's more than enough real estate. One monitor can do my editing, and the other monitor can do gaming or whatever else, web browsing, gameplay on the one, Discord chat, Twitch chat on the other side, whatever you want. Plus, with having two monitors for the price of $200, realistically, for two monitors at $200, you can't go wrong. I mean, you could get a better, 27-inch monitor, but at the same time, I feel like I made a good buy with this. Like, I don't regret it. I probably won't regret it. We'll have to see when we get into like judging the IPS and how the motion blur works and everything like that. But I have a feeling it'll do pretty good, especially for entry level. But other than that, guys, this is literally just a quick put together, so you guys can see how to put it together, what it comes with and what it doesn't. Nowadays, there's RGB on the back of monitors, there's all this crazy stuff. Originally, when looking at this, they said it had two HDMI ports, but I think that's a 27-inch model, and that's not much more than this. So getting two of those would be pretty cool, because the Vivo stand holds up to two 27-inch monitors. The reason why I went with 24 is so I'm more into my games. I know, like, when I was using my 32-inch in shooters, it would kind of be at a disadvantage for me. I don't know if it's like that for you, but for me personally, I'm like an old GameCube type of person. You know what I'm saying? Back when TVs were bubbled. So I kind of like that type of size TV, and you're playing Smash Bros. And it's just all intense. But yeah, guys. So this was the Benq, and man, there's not much else to say about it. I will get into the IPS and all that type of stuff when I get the dual arm mount in the next video. You can see here it is put together essentially. I was gonna like unbox it and show you guys how to put it together, but there's a ton of YouTube videos that you can go watch that show you how to put that dual arm mount together. But what I'm gonna do on the video for this is show you what hiccups I ran into and what others I've seen when looking at the Amazon reviews ran into. So there is something kind of off with this, but it's a simple fix. But it's a frustrating fix if you don't like know it from the get-go. And in my head, I knew I was right, but I was trying to follow the directions or for the first time ever, and the directions led me the wrong way. So go with your instincts and yeah, just do yourself, okay? Do yourself a favor and follow your instincts. We don't need instructions. Sorry, I was rambling on, but like I said, for $100, the Benq GW2480 1080p 60 hertz monitor. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and how to put it together. Literally took 30 seconds and I made a 10-minute video out of it. Sorry about that. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Not used to doing unboxings and stuff like this, but it is something new for me, and maybe it is for you too. So if you're looking for an entry level monitor, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. I give it maybe a 8.5 out of 10, and the only reason I say that is I would like to see maybe features like FreeSync or overclockable at 75 hertz, or something in that area, or sRGB. And I don't know if that would be possible. Maybe it is an IPS panel, so we'll have to see how the color ranges, like I said, in the future. When I go over the monitor mount, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the desk, and I'm going to show you how I put this together and what hiccups I ran into. I got the pieces right here, so we're going to hop right into that video. So thank you guys for at least watching this unboxing of the Benq GW2480. I believe that's what it's called. Don't want to look at it again. It bothers me. It's annoying. Who cares? It's a Benq monitor for $100. Pick it up. And yeah, I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next videos. Don't forget, give me that too sweet, baby. Mwah, mwah. And I will see you guys in the next video.